Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, let's get into this. We're going to take a little peek at the message for the 16th. And I feel like I want to start out with a little oracle message. So this is a today's topic video. These are the ones where if you guys want to write the word compassion in the comment section, that gets that gets you entered to win for Monday's drawing. Every Monday I randomly select somebody in the comments who's written the word compassion and do a storytelling for them. Hi, Lane Change, so good to see you. Oh, just so you guys know, right now I'm doing this live, so only the live chat is visible. You'll want to write the word compassion in the comment section that will open up as soon as I'm done being live. So as soon as this video is completed, then the comments will be available. Okay, hi guys, nice to see everyone. We have the Thinker, all right? Thinker, I feel like this card wants to keep coming out, by the way. We've had this, and I feel like we've had it in today's topic. So if we're going to keep getting similar cards, there must be some maybe similar storyline, interwoven, or maybe it's the same character interwoven, or maybe it's just that there's a lot to think about these days. We have a Page of Cups upright. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Somebody might be thinking pretty heavily about an apology that they want to give. There could be something here that is just painful, an ending that doesn't feel right. They'd like to say sorry because either they feel like they hurt somebody or they, are the ones that are hurting and they would like to make amends. I am so cold right now. I'm actually shaking. Hi, guys. So nice to see you all. Sierra, you guys are so sweet. You guys are amazing. Hey, Juniper. Love that name. Yakin, Becky O, Dwanette Raven, Rose Gold. Thank you, everybody. Nikki, Lucia, so nice to see you. Written Blue, hi, babe. Angel, hi, sweetie. All right, here we go. Five of Pentacles. We definitely have somebody who's sad. They're sad about the mistake they made. They're sad about. Right now, I'm inclined to say that they've been thinking about the fact that they hurt somebody else. They've been thinking about the fact that they either wish that they had been there to scoop somebody up in their arms, help them. We have an Emperor sideways. So this could be somebody who's like, I failed as an emperor. I failed in my emperor's duties. This could be a divine masculine or someone in their divine masculine energy who would prefer to have been there. Maybe they weren't there. Maybe they couldn't be there. Maybe there's some reason. Queen of Pentacles and Justice. This is starting to look like they feel like they did somebody wrong or let them down in a really big way. And it seems to be the Queen of Pentacles that they think they let down. You notice how she's got her gates up. She's retreating. And it's like, why didn't I step up as my emperor, duties would normally declare that I would prefer to or need to. Maybe this person, I know with the Emperor sideways, either they for them to feel this kind of regret. I have a hard time thinking that they didn't want to step up, but they certainly feel like they're only half an emperor right now. So I kind of feel like this is somebody beating up on themselves saying, I made a mistake here. The only thing is the Queen of Pentacles is upright. And a Queen of Pentacles is very capable of tending to their own wants and needs. A Queen of Pentacles is going to shut her little gate, shut off her, incredible amount of giving. A Queen of Pentacles is going to shut down when she needs to, especially if she's like, this doesn't feel nice at all. So on one hand, she handled her business herself, but we do see an Emperor who still is sorry that they didn't help. We have an Empress in the reverse. Okay, so he seems to be thinking deeply that he may have left her feeling like unseen, rejected, or let me just ask, what is it that actually happened? How is it that you feel like you weren't there for her? Eight of Pentacles, he wasn't there to build with her. This could be somebody that was not, at the place where he should have been. She had to do it herself. Four of Swords definitely had to do it herself and ended up just literally off by herself with that Four of Swords, in silence and solitude. Four of Wands and Ten of Wands. And he's saying, and that was the person I wanted to marry. So why the heck would I not have made the effort to be there? Hang on. Where were you when you weren't there to like, sorry, I'm hearing that song. Where were you when I needed you? Where were you when I wanted you? I can't think who sings it. The one I'm hearing is, I would say I used to hear it on like the oldies station. So I would have said it was a 1960s track, maybe into the 70s. Hi guys, nice to see everyone. We got a Three of Cups. He was with somebody else. Okay. Why were you with somebody else instead of with the Queen of Pentacles when she needed you, when their money was tight, or when she was moving, or she didn't know where she was going to go, or when she was working her tail off and trying to piece her life together? Why were you with somebody else? Knight of Cups, Nine of Coins. I don't know yet. Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, I am literally shaking. I am so cold. Oh my God, Angel, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. You're so incredibly generous, Angel. Thank you for that. We have an Eight of Coins. Everything here says it was about money, okay? Like he was busy working, he was busy. And, you know, a third party type of energy on that Three of Cups, it doesn't have to mean that it was, you know, a lover. You know, it doesn't mean that at all. It means he was busy elsewhere. Maybe he was giving more loyalty, though, to like a career path. He had his eyes on a career, so he walked away from love on purpose without even thinking that, wait a second, if I'm walking away from love, then I'm also walking away from the person that I love and any needs they may have and any assistance I might be able to offer to them. I'm walking away from all of that. I'll kind of keep an eye on her, but, you know, I got to go pursue my Nine of Pentacles, my Eight of Pentacles. I definitely see that he walked away from love. And I think it's just now hitting, like I walked away from not only love, but I walked away from, you know, what about building with her? What about her finances? What about her success? What about her wealth? What about, is it any easier for her to make money than for me? Because it looks like she's been a hustler. It looks like she's had a bunch of stuff to try to figure out. I can see why he feels kind of bad about this, because it's not looking terrific. I'm not sure, though, that this was done out of like a sense of greed. Sometimes we have a misplaced sense of what we think is the right thing to do. Like, oh, I don't have enough money. I can't be a good emperor, so I should leave, without thinking, but wait a minute, if I leave, I'm not there to help this person in any way, shape, or form. Wouldn't we also be stronger together? You know, it might have been a misplaced idea. Sometimes we think we're doing the right thing by staying away from people, and the exact reverse would have been maybe the preferred choice. To see this Ace of Cups in the reverse, he made some, I'm going to say, more clinical decision that love is frivolous right now. Love is definitely not the thing that I should be pursuing at the time. So what has changed for you, especially on the 16th? What has changed? Seven of Coins. Time has passed. Wisdom. Sometimes we think about things in just the wrong way, and we don't know that until we've grown beyond it. And then we look back and we go, why did I think that? That was a terrible, you know, rationalization. Why did I think that love was frivolous and that really I need to pursue career path? That love is possibly the most important thing and maybe the only important thing. I mean, think about the stuff that actually matters. Because I can tell you, for me, well, I won't share that story, but for me, if something's wrong with one of my people, then that's it. That's the most important thing. Everything else suddenly just moves down. And the only thing that matters is that. So does anything matter more than the love of somebody? Probably not. And we realize that when one thing goes wrong with, you know, our person or our people, it's like, who the heck cares? I don't care about paying my rent. I don't care about anything. I got to get to my people and I got to take care of them. Like, that's kind of, I mean, I think everybody operates that way. It puts things into perspective. And I'm not saying something that dramatic happened. I'm just saying there could have been something with that 7 of coins, that he's just older and wiser. Well, he has had endings in his life. 78, you are so, oh my God, 78, you are too cute. You are so sweet. Oh my God. Thank you so much. It sounds like Sierra Clark is even colder than where I'm at right now, though. I'm not 15 degrees. But oh my God, 78, thank you 1,000 times over. You guys are so sweet. That looks really, I know, it looks really good. It looks, in a sense, it looks good because he's changed. I don't know. Did you find the money? Did you get the cash that you needed, only to discover that wasn't really that fulfilling? 4 of Wands and the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Something certainly changed. And I would say the idea of partnership has become the utmost importance to him at this point. Not living life with heartbreaks and missed opportunities, to have a partner that you would rather stand beside. Because, we do a lot, in life, because we got to work a lot of hours to earn money in life, but we forget sometimes the reason we're doing all of it is so that we can, go out to dinner with our significant other, or, doing the things that we love with the people that we love. It's a lot of things are better shared experiences. I mean, look, not everything has to be about love and romance, but for him, it actually is, as it turns out. It's not what he thought before. That has changed in his mindset. What changed it, though? Can I just see? I don't think I got clear on what that answer was. King of Cups. It feels like somebody who has roamed and done what they thought they had to, only to discover, like I already said, what matters the most is emotions. What do we hold on to the most? What are the greatest component of our memories? Is it like, oh, I remember how thrilling it was, to get my paycheck. I mean, yeah, that can be a thrill and a relief to get a paycheck, but is that something that it's like, oh, and I cherish? I have a picture of, every paycheck. I take a picture of my face holding my paycheck. No, we don't. What we take pictures of is like the people that we love, the places that we go with the people that we love. I just kind of think that he's been able to become more emotional and recognize that with the King of Cups, this is more the chapter of his life now. I don't think there was ever a doubt that this is somebody that he loved. I just don't think that he thought love was the right thing to pursue. And can I have one last card on that, just so I kind of understand the mentality better? The Hermit. Look, he wasn't out looking for other hotties. He wasn't out looking for other people. He just thought he should be solo and pursue career. And then now at this point, it's like, I didn't think about her. I didn't think about being there to protect her. I didn't think about being there to build with her. In fact, if anything, I may have treated her like she wasn't worthy of being a partner. That's a lot to apologize for. Now, this is all his perspective, right? Maybe she didn't see it that way. Who knows? Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at her. What is her perspective in all this? High Priestess. So she knows. She knows where his mind was. She knows 9 of Cups and 8 of Swords. You know what? She's saying, I would have actually kicked him to the curb anyway, because if your need for money or personal attainment is greater than, your desire to be in a union, it means you probably still have cups that you need to fill for yourself. So I wouldn't even let him in if I see that there's, and I don't even want to say selfish, this 9 of Cups can be an overindulgent card. But if she saw him being overindulgent, she might have said, oh, well, that's a symptom of lack. If you still need to fill up your cups as a single solo person, if you think of success as a single solo person success, then you don't think of a relationship or a union. And that's probably because you still need to go have some other successes for your own self. You need to develop self before you can be in a partnership. She's not begrudging that him, but she's saying, get on with you. You're not coming into my castle. I don't want a selfish person or a person who's still out for number one. That's the whole point. And I mean, there are times in our lives, think of, I always like to use toddlers. Toddlers are all about them, right? They want the juice, they want things, and they expect that, that their needs are all they have known. They don't have the capacity to understand other people's hurts and stuff like that. Like they're starting to learn it. We're starting to teach them, hey, don't hit other kids. No, you can't take away their cookies. No, you have to learn to share. But those things kind of have to be taught to a certain extent. So they get awareness that there are other people on this planet who have experiences also. We could go into like when we're in our teens, and that's like a whole nother version of like toddlerism, because it's like, okay, now the world is, I'm tall enough to reach other stuff now. So now I'm in another phase of my life where it's all about me and what I'm experiencing. And then, the shine wears off, and then you become more of an adult, and you're like, okay, I truly make my own decisions. I, have had enough experiences now that now maybe I'm ready for partnerships, because it's no longer just about me exploring and having experiences and understanding the lessons I need to get that are just so I have a reference point. So I don't want to say that this is selfish. I think it's an important way to describe a character growing and becoming who they need to be. Or at least this is from the perspective of the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is going to be pretty like aware of the subconscious motivations. And she's like, I don't want them in a castle. And frankly, they don't want to be in a castle with me. They have to pursue this for themselves. No, it's not because they feel unworthy and they have to go get more money so then they can be a partner. It's about them wanting to do what they want. They want to get what they want. And that's because they're not ready for partnership. So she didn't hold it against them, which is really interesting to be able to just see it that way. And she didn't call it selfish. She's like, they got to go have those experiences. If they don't figure out the world around them, fill their own cups first, they could never be a partner. So let me just ask this. Would you welcome this person back in? 7 of Swords. It's funny. Part of her is like, I don't think that that's going to happen. And the other part of her, I've never seen a High Priestess lie to herself before. This is Year of the Serpent. This is a year where things change. I think she doesn't want to hope for it. So, because she doesn't want to be disappointed possibly. But I think there is this energy where she already senses them coming in with this apology. And she's like, no, that can't be. Because she's trying to not listen to her guides. I would just say, she's going to have to just deal with them when this apology comes in. It is coming. They're sitting here thinking about giving this apology. That's how we start out, was the thinker. So it doesn't mean they're giving it on the 16th. It means they're thinking about doing this. They're having like a lot of coming to Jesus moments and realizing these are the mistakes they feel they've made. So they have a lot still to maybe figure out how they want to talk to her, but that's where their mind is. I don't see this person. I don't see him backing down from his intention to come talk to her, specifically to say, sorry, I left you high and dry when I should have been building with you, beside you. But she's already wise to the fact that wasn't possible. So anyway, kind of an interesting spin, and that brought up some interesting comments for that High Priestess. Anyway, you guys, oh my God, you guys are too amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's really good to see you.